Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. This is episode 48, Unlock Your Fear of Change and Transition. I think we've all asked ourselves, why can't everything just stay the same? Well, change is inevitable, and it's going to happen whether we like it or not. So I'm going to talk about change and how that leads to transitions, and then give you some tips of how to get through change and work through your transitions. So change occurs when there's an alteration, a modification, or something becomes different in a situation or an event. Change is always something that occurs externally, and it happens quickly sometimes, and it can be planned or unplanned. It's tangible, observable change. Transition is the process of the period of adapting to change. It's more internal, dealing with psychological and emotional adjustments. And it's a gradual process that can be complex. So back to change. Change comes first. It's an external trigger that creates the need for internal transition. And resisting change can lead to stagnation and missed opportunities that results in increased frustration and conflict. Resisting change can hinder our ability to progress and adapt, and makes it more difficult to address new challenges or opportunities. Here are some characteristics of what it feels like to be resisting change. So you may be experiencing denial, refusing to acknowledge that change is necessary. You may have fear of unknown outcomes or negative impacts of the change. You may be feeling inertia, which means you want to maintain the status quo due to your comfort zone and not want to move forward. You may be experiencing rationalizations where you're justifying your current situation and practices. Or you may feel defensive, where you feel personally offended by suggestions for a change. A lack of trust in others and those leading you and advocating for change. You may doubt their motives of why they think you might need some change. Loss aversion is another thing that occurs when we're resisting change and we're focusing on potential loss and not looking at the possibility of successful outcomes. Group dynamics from family, friends, and society can create peer pressure, and there's a collective resistance to change for some. Cultural barriers are also an aspect of resisting change, where there's deeply ingrained cultural norms and we don't want to go against the flow. So change is scary, and we resist it for, why? Well, for these reasons. Fear of the unknown, loss of control, we have comfort with our routine, there's a risk of failure, or we may have emotional attachment to our current situation. Our identity and self-concept feels threatened when there's change. And there's a perceived threat to our competence as well. Or it could be fear of change due to past experiences. But how we deal with change effectively can make a huge difference in how our transition goes. So I'm still talking about change right now. And I'm going to talk about how to deal with change effectively, and then I'll talk about transitions as well. So dealing with change effectively. Well, first of all, acknowledge your feelings. That's always going to be the first step. You may feel anxiety, uncertainty, or even excited, and that's normal, but acknowledge those feelings and give them respect. Gather information about the nature of the change and its implications and the impact that it may possibly have on your life, and then stay positive by focusing on potential benefits and opportunities that may arise from this change. Set realistic goals by breaking down the change into manageable steps, and make sure that you're seeking support through your network of friends, family, or colleagues for encouragement and practical help. And in the instance of, let's say, changing residence, maybe they can help you move some of those boxes. Be flexible and adapt your plan as needed. Change often, as I said, can occur rather suddenly, and we have to use our adaptability to be able to maneuver through the change. As you're going through this change, build new skills to manage your stress through healthy practices, relaxation techniques, and make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. Embrace the process and understand that it takes time to navigate change. And remembering that change is inevitable, so resisting and fighting against it is not going to help you in the long run. So those are some tips about dealing with change effectively. Now here's how to move through transitions effectively. So acknowledging and accepting the change and recognizing that it's happening, accept it, and realizing that it is necessary for you to work through the transition phase. Understand the reasons why the change occurred. By clarifying why the change is necessary, we can understand the purpose of our transition. Seek information. What does the transition entail? And then set clear goals with specific, achievable steps to accomplish along the way. Develop a plan, step-by-step manageable tasks, and make sure you build yourself a support network to receive encouragement and help along the way. Stay flexible and be open to adjustments. Make sure that you take good care of yourself through exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and taking time for yourself, regardless if you're in the midst of the change or you've gone through the change and you're in your transition. It's very important that you practice self-care daily. Stay positive, focus on the potential benefits of this transition, and then reflect and learn on the progress that you've made, but also learning from our setbacks can help us provide tools for us to use as we move forward in the future, as future changes and transitions occur, because they will. So in close, I'd just like to say that change is inevitable. Transition is too. When you accept and understand that change is a natural part of life and that you can use tools to help you through the transition, you'll gain a sense of control and reduce your anxiety. Allow change to happen. Don't resist it. By viewing change as an opportunity for growth, you might be surprised that what you fear the most can bring you your greatest reward in the long run. This is our episode for today, change and transition. We've all dealt with it. We've all struggled with it. And I thought it was a good topic to cover for today. So this is our episode for today. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. It's a little delay on getting videos out this last week or so, but I'm determined, as you know. So I hope you're doing well out there and practicing some of these self-care techniques that I've been talking about in every video, and just opening your mind up to possibly new ways of thinking that may help you become a better version of yourself. I wish you peace, love, and light, as always. And I hope that you have a great day. I will see you again soon. So bye for now.